أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من लिसानी वयफ्क़हुल क़ौली। प्यारे बच्चों, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। उम्मीद है आप सब लोग खैरियत से होंगे। आज हम ग्रेड 5 का मैथ आफाक सन सीरीज़ का चैप्टर नंबर 9 which is related to the data handling we will study, and we will see the how the data is handled, how we can find the different values and the quantity of the different values and the average of the values. And in this chapter we will also see the bar graph, how to represent the bar graph and how we can write the in bar graph. So we'll go further, we'll see how. In our daily life, we are going in the market and we find we purchase different items for of different values, and if we want to spend how much we have spent for the day, so we need a quantity that will represent that how much we have spent during the day. So this quantity is not the same all the time. Sometimes we have in the daytimes we have spent different quantities, and we will have to find a single quantity that will give us that how much average we have spent. So for this, if you have different values and you want to find a single value, that average is known as the as the definition is saying, the term average is used to express a single central value that represent a group of values of any data collected. So that is the average is you have different quantities and you sum up of all these quantities and then divide the number of quantities, you will get the average value of that. So in that value we can find out how much the average was. So we will see the what is the data. Data is the collection of information that is called the data. So we as we studied that average is sum of all quantities divided by number of quantities. So that will give you the total answer of what we are doing. So we will see different we will calculate the average value, see how. This is exercise number what it is it exercise number 9.1 learning check. These are the find the average of the following. We will do one by one of all these values from A to F. So let's start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من लिसानी वयफ्क़हुल क़ौली। प्यारे बच्चों, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। उम्मीद है आप लोग खैरियत से होंगे। आज हम 9.2 एवरेज का प्रॉब्लम करेंगे। टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट द प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ 9.2. It is regarding the average. So question number 1 is Pakistan scored 220, 225, 234 and 324 runs respectively in 4 innings of cricket match. What was the average score of Pakistan in the 4 innings? So we have to find out the average of all these runs which they scored. So let's see how we can do it. So here we have 220, 225, 234 and 324. So we keep them as 220 plus 225 plus 234 plus 324. So what we will do, we'll do this first with the first, we add with the first, and with the first all the first quantities we will add. So 4 plus 4, 8 plus 5, 8 plus 5, 13. 13 we place 3 here, 1 it will go second, we are going to for the second. 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 2, 10. 10 we place 0 and 1 it will go here. 3, 1, 4, 4 plus 3, 3, 1, 4, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 2, 10. So our sum became 1003. So we have to find the average. Sum we calculated at 1003 and number of innings are 4. So we divide 1003 by 4. So here it is 2 4s are 8 and 10 minus 8 is 2. We'll bring 2 here, 0 here. So it will become 20. So 5 4s are 20. Now here nothing is left, so we'll bring 3 here and we'll place 0 over here and 0 here. So 7 4s are 28, 28 and we'll place point over here and 0 is here. So 7 7 4s are 28, 28 and if we subtract 28 minus 30 minus 28 it is 20. So 4 5s are 20. So our answer is becoming 250.75. That is the average. So here question number 2 is, that is the question number 2. The average capacity of 5 water tanks is 168 liter. Find the total capacity altogether. So we have to take the capacity of the 5 tanks, water tanks. They carry 16.8 liters. Find the total capacity of these. So here question number 3. So Ali spent rupees 6,700 in 8 days. Find the average amount he spent in 1 day. So in 8 days he has spent 6,700 rupees. So we have to calculate per day, in each day, how much he spent. So let's see how we will find. Okay, question number 2 is average capacity of 5 water tank is 168 liters. Find their total capacity altogether. इसमें क्या करना है कि हमें एवरेज कैपेसिटी वो दी हुई है 16.8 लीटर्स की है और नंबर ऑफ़ टैंक्स भी दिए हुए हैं 5. तो आपने क्या मालूम करना है कि सम मालूम करना है कि टोटल कैपेसिटी क्या है. चलें देखते हैं आप कैसे. A means the average, that is equal to 16.8 liter. N is number of tanks, that they are 5, and we have to find out the sum. What is the S? So we know that A is equal to S over N. I mean that sum over number of quantities. So here we have to find out the S. So what we will do, we will multiply N over here and n over here. Here n will be finished, and we will get the only the s. S is equal to a into n. So s we have to find out. A is given at 168 and number is given that 5. So when we multiply 5 multiply by 16.8, we'll get 84 liters. So the answer of this question is 84 liter. Now we'll go for the part B. Its values are 21, 35, 45, 56 and 62. And we will sum up of all these values, and we'll count how many the quantities are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 quantities, and we are going to add up these quantities. So first digit to first digit to first and first all. So 2 plus 6 8, 8 plus 5 13, 13 plus 5 18, 18 and 1 19. So 19 we'll place it here, 1 is left over. So again we will do 6 1 7, 7 plus 5 12, 12 plus 4 16, 16 plus 3 17, 16 plus 3 19, 19 and 2 21. So it will be 29 divided by 5. So when divide, it will become 219 divided by 5. So it is 5 4s are 20 minus we'll do, and 1 remained, and we'll come down for the 9. We will take it here in this place, and 5 3s are 15, 15 and 1 15 plus when we subtract it's 19 minus 15, then it is 4. We'll place point here, and there will be 1 0 over here. So 5 8s are 40. So we got the answer. It is 43.8. So it is 43.8. We can add these quantities in this way, and like this we can add vertically, and the answer will be the same, or you can do it as above in the vertical way. So this is the answer of question part B. It's okay, this is our check 9.1 question number 2. Find the average of 21, 35, 45, 56 and 62. So we will the sum. First we will do the sum of all these quantities, and then we will how much the number of quantities 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we will sum up of all these numbers and divide by 5. We will get the answer. So there are two ways. If you are going to do it horizontally, we will do it. This is our first value 2. 2 plus 6 8, 8 plus 5 13, 13 plus 5 18, 18 plus 1 19. So 19, for the 19 we will keep 9 here, and this one will be added over here. 2 1 3, 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 5 15, 15 plus 6 21. So the sum of all the quantities and the number of quantities, so we added up, that is equal to 219, and the number of quantities are 5. Or you can add it like in over 21, 35, 46, 62, and it will give you 219. So when this you got 219 divided by 5, so we can divide it by 5. 219 divided by 5. So 5 4s 20 minus, and that is equal to 1 minus 0 is 1, and we'll bring 9 to here. It will become 19. 5 3s are 15, and when we minus 9 minus 5, it's 4. Then we place point here, and 0 will come here, and 8 5 the 40. So 43.8 is our answer. Our average value is, after 5 quantities which are given, its average value is 43.8. So a part of the question is, we have different quantities 12, 13, 14, 15 and 21. We have to find out the average. First we will sum up of all these values. We can add it like first number with all the first number, we can add it like 21, and first number is 1. 1 plus 6 7, 7 plus 4 is 11, 11 plus 3 14, 14 plus 2 is 16. So 16, we'll keep it 6 here, and 1 we will add in the second number. 2 plus 1 3 4 5 6 7. So our answer is 76. Total numbers are, sum of the all the quantities is 76, and we find out how many numbers: 1 2 3 4 and 5 numbers. So we will add, divide it by 5. So 76 divided by 5, we did it over here. So first number we will divide by 5. 5 ones are 5, that is a minus. We'll do 7 minus 5 is 2, and 6 we will bring down, 26. 5 5s are 25, and 1 6 minus 5 is 1. So 2 minus 2 is 0. No need to write 0 here. So 5 minus 6 is 1. Then we will place one point here, and we will place 0 over here, as we did it in decimal, finding out the decimal. So we will point over here, and 0 will come here. 2 5s are 10. So our answer is 15.2. So the average of all these above values is 15.2. This is our answer. Okay, now we will calculate our point. Problem, question number 1, part C. It says that we have to find out the average of 23.6, 26.5 meter, and 28.9 meter, 30.1 meter, 36.2 meter. So we have to add up, we have to find out the average value. So what we will do, we will add all these quantities, and these are how many quantities? 1 2 3 4 and 5. So these are the 5 quantities, and we will divide by 5, and we will get number of quantities is 5, and sum of all the quantities divided by number of quantities, we will get the average. So when we add up all these 26 all these we added, and we got the addition of 145.3. So 145.3 divided by number of quantities is 5. So we divided it over here. How we divide it? So two, first we will take for these two numbers 14. So 14, we will read the table of 5 up to 14 or less than 14. So 5 2s are 10, and when we subtract this 10 minus 14 minus 10, then it will become 4. So we will bring it down 5 over here. It will become 45. 9 so we'll bring 5 over here. It will be 45. 9 for 5s are 45. So when we subtract this, then it will become 0. There is nothing down. So we have 0.3 as well. In this the type of question, we'll take 5 up and we'll bring the 3 down. So it is 3, but 3 is the less, then we will place 0 from over here, and we will add 0 over here. So now it is 30, 6 5 are 30. So 29.6 29.606 meters is our answer. So here it will be 29.6 meters is the answer. So it is our answer of part C. Now we will find out the D part. It says its values are 36 gram, 34 gram, 39 gram, 36 gram, and 38 grams. We have to find out the sum of all these quantities, and we'll find out how many quantities are these. So we will see how many quantities are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 quantities. The number of quantities is 5, and when we will add up all these quantities, we have added it over here. If you add it, its sum will become 176, and number of quantities is 5. So 176 divided by 5, and we divided it over here, and we find out its answer is 35.2 grams. So that is answer of question number 1, part D. So over part E, it says that we have to find out the average of 4 milliliter, 7 milliliter, 5 milliliter, and 9 milliliter, 12 milliliter, and 5 milliliter. So we have to find out the sum of all these quantities, and then we will see how many quantities are these. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So these are the 6 quantities, and number of quantities is equal to 6. The formula is sum of quantities divided by number of quantities. We make the sum of all these quantities, that is equal to 42. So 42 quantities, sum of quantities 42 divided by 6, and when we divide it, 42 divided by 6, that is equal to 6 7s are 42. So our answer is 7 milliliter. So the question number 1 we completed, and its part E we have finished. Now question number 2, part A, it says that find the average of first 5 2 digits, first 5 numbers which have the 2 digit. So we'll see that first 5 numbers is 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. These are our first 5 numbers. So numbers are, total numbers are 5, and sum of these 5 numbers, when we add up all these numbers, it becomes 60. So 60 divided by 5, that is equal to 12. So our answer is 12. Part A, question number 2. So question number 2 is that find the average of first 3 composite number. The composite numbers are those numbers which can be obtained by multiplying 2 numbers. We can get that composite number. So 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. So these are the composite number 4, 6, and 8. So total number are number 1, 2, and 3. 3 numbers are there, and the sum of all these quantities, the 4 plus 6 plus 8 is equal to 18, and divided by 3. So 6 3s are 18. So our answer is average is 6. Question number 2, part C. It is saying that find the average of factors of 10. We know that factors of 10 are 10 ones are 10 and 2 fives are 10. So our factors are 1 and 10, 2 and 5. So total numbers how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are the total number, and when we add up of all these numbers like 1, 2, 5 and 10, its sum is 18. 18 divided by 4. So 18 we can divide by 4. 4 either 4 fours are 16. Then we subtract 16 from 18. Then it will become 2. And we'll place a decimal over there, and it will be 0 here. So 4 5s are 20. So average is 4.5. So it's question number 2 and part D. So it says the first 6 multiples of 4. So we know the first 6 multiple of 4 are 4, 8, 12 and 16. So number of numbers are 1, 2, 3 and 4. So numbers are 1, 2, 3 and 4. We will sum up of all these numbers and divided by 4 we will get the average. So we made the sum of 16, 12, 8 and 4. So its total is 40. 40 divided by 4, that is equal to 10 fours are 40. So its answer is 40. So we completed question number 2, part D as well. So our question number 2 is complete. Okay, question number 3. There is a table given over here. We have to find the different values. A part, we have average is given 23.5, and so the table in the table all the quantity some quantities are given, and others we have to find out. Let's see one by one how we can do it. So if we are looking here, average is given as 23.5, and number of quantities is given 5, and we have to find out the sum. So how we are going to calculate the sum? We know we write only the single letter for each one. For our ease, A is for average, S is for sum, and N is for number of quantities. So here we have to find out the S. Well, the formula is A is equal to S over N. So what we will do, we will multiply N here, and here it will become AN is equal to S. So here S is equal to AN. So S we have to find out. So the quantity which are going to find, it will be independent. So no other quantity should be here. If it is going to be multiply, it is going to divide. If it is going to plus, we have to keep it negative, and if it is multiplying, we will divide it. So S is equal to, so S here we will multiply N here and here. Here the N will cancel, and we will get only the S. S is equal to A into N. So we can find A is 23.5 multiplied by 5. So when we multiplied it, it is giving 117.5. So in the second part, number of quantity is given 6, and sum is given as 243 kilogram. So what we are going to find the average. So average is equal to S over N. Okay, sum over number of quantities. So it is easy, which we are going to do in all our questions. So S value is 243 and N is 6. We divide it and we will get 40.5. So the other part, second C part, the uh, average is given, and number of quantity is given. We have to find out the sum. So what we will do, we know that A is equal to or here, if we are going to calculate it from here, that is equal to A is equal to S over N. So we will have to find out the S. So we will multiply N over here and N over here. So S is equal to A into N. So A value is 84 and N value is 8. N number of quantities is 8. So when we multiply 84 multiplied by 8, it gives us 672. So in the same way, here average is given 62 and sum is given as 420. We have to find out N. So here, if we are looking here, from here, if we will see, we want to calculate N, we will divide A over here to eliminate from here, and we will divide it over here. So N is equal to S by S over A. So S value is, sum value is 420 and A is 60. So number will become as 7. Okay. So now the other is here, from here, if we want to calculate like A is equal to S over, and here we have to calculate average, where number of quantities is given and sum is also given. So A is equal to S over N. A, we have S value is 360 and number of quantities is 9, and we get 9 for the 36 and 40. So these are the values and we will put it in the table, and this table will be completed as it is. So we have already calculated the average, sum and number of quantities. In this question, all the three variables, these are called the variables which are going to change. So we have to find out the values of all these, and that is the end of exercise 9.1.